Hello everyone, I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. These are my two unnamed trolls, and this is another first listen reaction. Oh, Death Angel. Never really listened to them. I'm aware of their existence, but they were never on my musical radar, so to speak. Somebody suggested that I take a listen to their new material, and that's what I'm going to do. So, if I understand correctly, they just released this album this year called Humanicide, and this is the title track. And other than that, I know nothing of them, so this is going to be a very raw, unedited, honest, and complete first listen reaction. So, here we go. That's not part of the song. I think I was just obliterated. Okay, well, this is my first true exposure to Death Angel, and this is their most recent album, the title track, Humanicide. Um, Musically, it's what I expected, because I know where Death Angel fits in the genre of metal. So the sound met my expectations. I was pleasantly surprised by the musicianship. It was good. I really did like it. I'm not a big fan of the constant double bass drum. Never really have been, but in certain genres you have to accept that certain things are going to be there. So when you start talking more like the speed thrash type, you're going to have that double bass. But the playing was really good. The lyrics is I was paying close attention to the lyrics. I was very interested to see if this is a misanthropic, cynical take on humanity, which I think that's pretty much what it was. But it does get you to think a little bit. It's not just, I hate everyone, kill them all. It's more than just an emotional aggression regarding our humanity. And I think there's a distinction between our humanity and what some people may categorize as our divinity. And I look at this way, spiritually, we are spirits in a physical body. So the spirits is our divinity. Our humanity is the physical realm. And we have a choice mentally to exist as pure physical creatures or as spiritual creatures. And that's a very basic, very, very basic way of saying it, because I don't want to get into that discussion. I want to stay attached to the message here and the music. But that's sort of a context, a backdrop for where I am, the way I see things. And so there was some uncomfortability when I'm reading these lyrics and I'm thinking from a different mindset. But that's where you have to apply a little bit of understanding and try and understand what it is that someone else, maybe from a different mindset, is trying to say. And is there some sort of common understanding there? And I think there is. I think there is, to a point where we are... I don't want to say it feels like, but I just did. Kind of feels like the race is reaching a critical mass. But is it? What information are we being fed? I mean, there's more than enough resources on this planet for everybody. But the current institutions and systems that are set up aren't necessarily... Well, they are conducive to everybody getting their share, so long as everybody is able to work for it and to be able to provide. Because the issue economically is that power being consolidated amongst the few versus the many. And when you talk about capitalism and globalism in that sense, the system itself is designed for those who wish to work harder to gain more, and those who don't have to. But as with any systems out there, people will abuse that, and they will try and get as much as they can. And so this is where we need to, do we govern this? Excuse me, sorry, some allergies going on here. So that's a whole nother discussion as well. But this is kind of where he's talking about, and then war. War is typically over resources. What's mine, what's yours, that sort of thing. And so, are we reaching critical mass? So it really gets you to think, or at least it got me to think. Um, Good song, and I think I want to dive a little bit further into this album. So that's all I have for now. Be well, stay well, and I will talk to you in the near future. Bye.